What is that? I mean, I know what it is, but why is it in my house? So much Easter candy. Like, I'm sitting here, summer is coming up, right? And there's a whole other tangent I can go on about that. But seriously, what am I supposed to do? I can't possibly be expected to just have willpower and not eat at all, or exercise all the time, right? Okay, so here's the thing. I have this friend, Amy, who brought up a really great point. She's going to be on the podcast later. The podcast is my show, Delightful Life, and there's a blog. I mentioned all that in video 1 or 2, and you can find that at delightful.life, by the way. Just, shameless plug. So I'm going to have Amy on at some point, and she used to work for this company that shall not be named that has challenges and, things like that. And they're sort of based on this idea of being dissatisfied with who you are and needing to look a certain way. And so she was really convicted and got out of that. And so I'm not here to say, let's get bikini ready, especially to you dudes, but no, really to women mostly. I need to get back to a place where, at one point in my life, I was like a group fitness junkie. I lived for the next day's class, sometimes going 2 a day. I wasn't even in the best shape in the world. I just loved it. They pushed me farther than I pushed myself. There's usually good music, and that's about all I need. So I was running this half marathon in February and training for that, and that was my excuse for not going to classes. But you know what? It's April, which is pretty far after February as far as excuses go. So now what do I do? I need to just go, right? Suck it up and go. How about you? Do you ever struggle with that motivation? I know some of you watching don't. That is like your priority in the mornings is to get your workout in, and man, teach us your ways. But for the rest of us, I'm going to start a challenge. But it's not going to be like those other challenges that where you have to write down everything that you eat, although that's never a bad idea if you're trying to figure out how healthy the food you're consuming is. Unlike, the Easter candy, not the best choice nutritionally, but in moderation, enjoy it. I'm, of course, not in any position to give anybody any health and fitness advice with regards to anything I'm talking about. But what I am is a busy mom who has a lot of things I'm juggling, and fitness and health usually get put on the back burner. And I'm talking health, sleeping well, eating well, taking care of yourself in so many other ways tends to get pushed in the back burner if we're busy business people or parents, all of the above. So right now, for the next 30 days, I'm going to post in our Delightful Life Facebook group, which you can find at delightful.life. Click on the little Facebook social media icon, or search for the Delightful Life in Facebook groups. You can find us there. Feel free to join us. We talk about all kinds of stuff. But I'm also going to, after I post this, have a 30-day challenge. And what that's going to look like is whatever you want it to look like. For me, it's going to be doing some sort of exercise 25 times in the next 30 days. And it doesn't have to be marathon training. It doesn't have to be the 75-minute, 700-calorie burning blah, blah, blah at the community center. Those would be great, and some of those are fun. Some of those, the running, not so much. But whatever it looks like for you. Maybe it means you take the steps at work, and that counts because that's way more movement than you ever get in, and it's difficult for you. What's challenging for you might not be challenging for me, though it probably is. What's challenging for me might not be at all challenging for you. This is going to be a time when you set a goal. How many days out of the next 30 do you want to work? And then just get moving. That's it. I don't care what you eat, although you can decide that. I don't care what kind of exercise you do because really, frankly, none of this is any of my business. But I need your help because I need the motivation and the accountability. So 25 times for me out of the next 30 days. Maybe it's 15 times for you. Maybe it's 5 times for you. Maybe it's 60 times for you. In which case, just Just make sure you're coming from a healthy spot there. I don't want this to be about looking good for summer. I want it to be about not getting winded when I carry my kid and being able to play on the floor with grandkids. Not currently, but maybe that's your situation. I want to be able to go farther than I currently can and feel better about it. So what are you gonna do to get moving? Maybe it's a quick walk around the block with your dog. Maybe it's signing up for and running or competing in a ultra Ironman. That's not even a thing, right? Ultra marathon, Ironman triathlon. Clearly, that's not gonna be my goal, neither of those. What are you gonna do? If you'd like to join us, and there's no prizes and there's no guilt. So I mean, no prizes, no guilt. If you'd like to join us, Facebook group, Delightful Life Community, join us there. I would love to hear from more of you, and I would love for all of you to bug me about it, because I'm really bad at it on my own. Thanks so much for joining me on Veda day after Easter 6. I don't know. See, this is why I can't get a workout in, because I need my calendar like in front of me all the time. I will see you for Veda day whatever tomorrow.